Well, we're out on our morning wander, down again by the River Towie. It's not rained for a day or two, not very heavily anyway, so it's quite low. When you think about rivers, there's lots of ways to think about them. They can be an annoyance, you know, you've got to put bridges to get across them, but they're probably best thought of as a great blessing. The rivers are the lifebloods of countries. It's because of rivers that countries can function. You think of big rivers like the Nile, which really has allowed Egypt to function, and like the Amazon, which so marks South America, especially places like Brazil. When I was in India a few years ago, we flew over the Hindu Kush, and as we flew over it, you could see all the rivers coming down from the great Hindu Kush mountain range and going down into the Indian plains, the lifeblood of India. Jesus is at a temple celebration, and at that temple celebration, during that celebration, there would have been water brought into the temple for cleansing. It was part of that great celebration that's mentioned in John chapter 7. In the middle of this great feast, this great celebration, Jesus stands up, and he says, on the last and greatest day of the feast, Jesus stood and said in a loud voice, "If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink." And that's a great promise, isn't it? That if you're thirsty, you can go to Jesus Christ and drink. But he doesn't stop there. He says, "Whoever believes in me, as the scripture has said, streams of living water will flow from within him." And by this he meant the Spirit, whom those who believe in him were later to receive. Up to that point, the Spirit had not been given. And so Jesus makes, in a way, two points. The first point is that if you come to him, if you trust in him, you will be refreshed. But if you believe in him, that step further, not just recognizing that you have a need, but actually trusting yourself into his arms, you won't just be refreshed, but you will be a refreshment to others. The Christian is not just someone who takes care of themselves. The Christian is someone who is a blessing to others. And that blessing is a blessing that comes from God, the blessing of the Spirit of God, who takes our gifts and makes them useful, and who gives us understanding and wisdom and power, and so that we can be a blessing to those around us. This river here has been a blessing to the Swansea Valley for thousands of years. It is the lifeblood of what has happened in Swansea over its history. It fed the canals, it fed the fields, and it fed the people. And if you become a Christian and you believe in Jesus Christ and you are filled with the Spirit of Christ, you can be a blessing to others. And that's the great challenge of our day, isn't it? Well, from me and my little friend down by this river, have a good day. Believe in him, and may he bless you, keep you, cause his face to shine upon you, and give you peace.